I'm the king.
Here's the way that the beast now thinks we got it. It'll be jealousy. The enemy, you play, come forward to silence. Bum's not here, gonna fight. Like the shots in the rock, I'll make sure you see the towards the gate. Wild low motion, and you put a shit. Get out now, and get on your rifle. Round up, round, get out, all over. Rhyme like a roller storm. Coming in rock, run out the door, get this out. Put this down, if I'm full bounce. Round up, don't keep shit. These enemies brutal. Forming the truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one, won't war, won't go. Radical change, and I told massive destruction.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of the Vermintide 2 Career Showcase series, where I try to explain in as educational and entertaining a manner as possible how to play each and every career in Vermintide 2 as effectively as possible. And in today's video, we will be covering the one, the only, the Witch Hunter Captain, a man who is seen by many as one of the more favorable and high-tier playstyles in the game. He is a blast to play with, and possibly even just as much of a blast to play as. I mean, I don't know about that last part, but hey, everybody has their tastes. And before you even dig into the talents, you can already see why so many people see him in such a high light. My man's has light attack immunity so long as A, it's not an elite attacking you, and B, you block within Victor's effective block angle, which, for those who are unaware, already reduces the stamina cost to absorb incoming damage, making him an excellent horde and revival career. He can kill man-sized enemies if he manages to get a critical headshot, which is actually pretty powerful. Man-sized enemies include Berserkers, Specials, Storm Vermin, and Chaos Maulers, and since your career is known for his extra critical hit chances, this makes Killing Shot extremely useful. Also, a quick note, the Vermintide wiki says he also has an extra 5% crit chance and 25% headshot damage. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm terribly sorry. The wiki says it's just unlisted. Don't get mad at me, alright? His career passive allows tagged enemies to take 20% more damage, and his career skill borrows a page from the Mercenaries book, staggering all nearby enemies, regardless of size, away. And instead of damage reduction and temporary health, it's an increased 25% crit chance for 6 seconds, allowing your team to perform at a higher level when things are less than ideal. Hordes, patrols, monsters, you name it. So you can already see why Saltzpyre's Witch Hunter Captain is quite the awesome teammate to have on your team. But as per usual, as the game progresses to the apex of its difficulty, as do you raise your stubbornness to go down. Starting off with talent set number 1, you have 2 health recovery options, one that lets you acquire health simply by hitting enemies, and another that potentially gives you a greater sum of health so long as you go for the head and or get critical hits. Notice I said and or, not or, meaning you can double the health acquired if you manage to do both actions in one sequence. So by now, we're 8 episodes in, you guys know me, I like the option that works best during hordes, and there is an argument to be made that Judgment works better during hordes rather than Ardure, so I run with that. And speaking of headshots, talent set number 2, believe it or not, is actually really good, allowing you to deal 50% more damage if you go for the head, a talent that dares you to embrace your inner parry and rewards you for your timing, or a talent that lets you deal more damage to enemies just by hitting them. And much like Famished Flames on the Battle Wizard, yes, the bleed damage does stack. Now on paper, I'd tell you to go for Death Knees, because I mean, come on, 50% better headshot damage, that is absurdly hard to pass on. But mysteriously, in my testing, I discovered that 50% isn't actually 50%. It's 20%. Why? Beats me. Reposit is cool and all, but I just don't care about parry mechanics, so just take my word for it, you want Flents. Trust me, the bleed does 2 ticks, and if you use the rapier, 1 regular swing is essentially 2 after the bleed comes into play. Talent set number 3, you want Assassin, but realistically Mainstay is just as good. Then again, so is Enhanced Power. I will say that your ult does stagger everything around you, and you do perform a lot of staggers before killing enemies. That is, unless you go for headshots. headshots. I don't know, plenty of people will tell you Assassin, it's what I normally run, the other two probably work well too. Talent set number 4 is the first truly debatable talent set, and it comes down to either extra attack speed when you tag stuff, which also can mix with hordes, or an extra 5% crit chance every time an elite or special dies. And by the way, I think they worded this wrong too, because I swear, tagged or not, you still get the crit chance. I could be totally wrong, but there it is. Now I'm gonna be honest, up to this point, the Witch Hunter Captain has 0 damage reduction or attack speed buff options, so I don't blame anyone who goes for the attack speed. After all, I love attack speed, but if you're comfortable with how fast you're swinging, you definitely want Wild Fervor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I don't know. Talent set number 5, I'd say, boils down to either extra ammo or stamina recovery, and I'm sorry, but I gotta do this bit.
Castaways, we are castaways, ahoy there.
So the extra ammo is nice and all, but trust me, the stamina recovery is a very nice addition to the Witch Hunter Captain's frontline arsenal, allowing him to, yes, have 10% more stamina regen than even the Grail Knight. Just put those puzzle pieces together, and now I'm jealous. Talent set number 6, to me personally, isn't much of a decision. I'd go Unending Hunt. Fervency and Judge are your damage options, both being helpful for patrols, but Fervency can also be used to recover a large portion of your ammo thanks in large to Scrounger. Oh wait. Huh. Well, never mind, I guess. But if you put Unending Hunt with 10% ult reduction from the trinket, literally half of your ult is already recovered. Now you only have to spend 40 seconds waiting for your ult to recharge, and you can still technically get that 40% ult reduction against patrols too. Just saying. Unending Hunt also allows you to use your ult more loosely, which I've made a habit of doing in the past, so yeah, there's that too. Alright, so when it comes to weapons, I'd go Rapier with either Swift Slaying or Resourceful Combatant, along with the Brace Pistol running Conservative Shooter. Scoring headshots with the Brace is pretty easy due to the low spread, and it can also rapid fire without a need for reloading, which lets you tackle multiple objectives before having to worry about reloading. Now, it is here where I should also point out that there are 2 ways I tested out the Witch Hunter Captain. One completely maximizes crit chance and ult recovery, the other maximizes attack speed. At the highest level, Saltzpyre can have up to 50% crit chance or 40% attack speed. However, after extensive testing, I found that you can actually get the best of both by applying Swift Slaying to the Rapier, giving it block cost and crit chance to complement, equipping Wild Fervor instead of Heretic Sighted. This way, I have a natural 15 to 20% crit chance and 20% additional attack speed. Another funny little note here is that technically the Rapier with +4 stamina actually carries a slightly higher load than if it had 60% block cost, especially since the Rapier only consumes half a stamina bar when you push, but it also requires an extra 2.5 seconds for the +4 stamina to fully recover, meaning consecutive uses of your block is a tiny bit more risky. I just go with the 60% block cost. For the Charm, I'd go Attack Speed and Chaos. Decanter is a safe option, but reasonably Proxy would work better. You really only need to use your ult once to achieve your goal. My Trinket has stamina recovery and ult reduction along with Shrapnel, and my necklace has health and block cost. Barkskin for the trait. And that's the Witch Hunter Captain in a nutshell. Pretty simple, probably one of the easier careers to play in the game. The best way to describe him is a mercenary, but less tanky, better at headshot damage, and maybe a tad less crowd control. He is definitely one of my favorite characters to see in lobbies, especially if he runs the talents that help me perform better with the added crit chance. I'm not a huge fan of his output, but that didn't stop me from finding ways to excel with him. Witch Hunter is all about finding the happy medium. Just how much crit chance and attack speed can you mesh together to not only make yourself happy, but boost the performance of your allies too? This question was a pretty challenging one for me, and it was easily one of the most time-consuming priorities I had on my plate. But after it was all said and done, I was pretty satisfied with my result, and I can confidently close this chapter of the Vermintide 2 Career Showcase series. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Later, peoples!